Thermoplastic membranes and flashings are seamed together by welding the materials together with hot air. Adhesives and tapes are not used for seaming. Equipment such as automatic hot air welders and hot air handguns are used for welding the TPO materials together. Do not attempt to use open flame torches for welding. Always conduct test welds before you begin welding any field seams. As environmental or ambient conditions can vary and change substantially throughout the day, it is recommended that test welds be conducted prior to running any group of seams. Mule-Hide requires the use of an automatic welder to weld field seams on all projects requiring a system warranty, standard or premium. While several manufacturers offer welding equipment, we will run through the basic operation of the Sievert automatic welder and handgun, which is available through ABC Supply Company nationwide. Automatic welders usually require 220 volts. Hot air guns require 110 volts. Check with each equipment manufacturer for specific electrical requirements. Be sure to verify wattage requirements before renting a generator. Voltage drop may be experienced when using extension cords over 100 feet long. Hot air handguns are used for detail work and where the automatic welder cannot be used. Turn the power on at the main switch below the control panel. Wait until you see text on the display. Select between degrees Celsius per meter and degrees Fahrenheit per feet by pushing the right button. The welder will remember the last used setting. Adjust the temperature with the red knob to the desired temperature. Adjust the machine speed with the gray knob to the desired speed. Adjust the fan speed with the blue knob to the desired speed. Push the fan button to start heating up the machine. The red wait indicator will light up. When the red light goes off and the green ready indicator comes on, the machine is ready to weld. Overlap two pieces of scrap membrane several feet long. Align the machine to its correct position with the overlap edge of the membrane. The adjustable guide wheel and welding belt should be in line with the edge of the overlapped membrane. Release the welding nozzle with the trigger, then lower and guide the nozzle to the left underneath the overlapping membrane until it locks. The welder will automatically start running once the nozzle is locked in position. To stop the welder, press the release trigger and move the nozzle to the right. The welder will automatically stop. Set the nozzle in the upright position. To activate the cool down sequence, push the fan button and wait. The heat will turn off, but the fan will continue to run. The fan will automatically shut off when the temperature has dropped to a cool level. Removable weights come with the welder and may be added or removed as needed. Once you have determined the proper speed, temperature setting, and weight, you're ready to start welding field seams. Always do a test weld to determine proper temperature settings. Always probe all completed welds when they've cooled down. Always caulk with cut-edge sealant all welds where the membrane has a cut edge, where scrim is exposed. Sealed factory edges do not require cut-edge sealant. A handgun is similar to an automatic welder in that it can be adjusted for temperature and airflow. Always do a sample weld to determine the proper settings prior to welding the actual materials. Tack the top membrane to the lower membrane at several locations along the seam, about 2 inches in from the edge of the top membrane. This will keep the top sheet from moving. Stick the nozzle between the membranes about 1.5 inches at a 45-degree angle. Using a silicone roller and keeping it about 1/4 inch away from the end of the nozzle, run the roller parallel to the edge of the sheet as you move the handgun along the seam. This will weld the two membranes together and create an air dam to contain the air in the seam area during the second pass. On the second pass, hold the handgun at a 45-degree angle with about 1/4 inch of the nozzle sticking out. Slowly pull the gun toward you along the seam. Keep the silicone roller about 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the nozzle. Using steady pressure and even overlapping strokes, roll the seam back and forth with the roller parallel to the end of the nozzle. Run the roller over the edge of the top sheet, keeping the roller flat on the surface. Continue in this manner to the end of the seam. Be sure to check the seam with a probe when the material has cooled to ambient temperature. Any loose areas along the seam may be re-welded. Always do a test weld to determine proper temperature settings. Always probe all completed welds when they've cooled down. Always caulk with cut-edge sealant all welds where the membrane has a cut edge where scrim is exposed. Sealed factory edges do not require cut-edge